Good morning, everybody, and welcome to this morning severe weather update. So we have a moderate risk of severe weather today across much of southern western Kansas and far northern Oklahoma in the red shaded area, an enhanced risk from east Colorado through western Missouri and much of Kansas and northern Oklahoma in the orange, slight risk in the yellow and a marginal risk in the dark green shaded areas, and we are looking at the likelihood of at least a small scale derecho today across Colorado, Kansas, and northern Oklahoma. Taking a look at our tornado probabilities within 25 miles of a location today, we have a 5% chance of a tornado touching down within 25 miles of a location across much of Kansas and northern Oklahoma today in the brown shade area. So if you live in areas like Garden City, Liberal, Woodward, and Wichita, make sure you're on guard for a few scattered tornadoes today. And we have the potential for isolated tornadoes as well in the green shade areas from Colorado through northern Texas and western Missouri, and in areas of eastern Virginia and western Maryland. But the main primary concern, once again, is going to be our damaging wind threat, as we have a 45% chance of damaging straight line winds at 58 miles per hour stronger within 25 miles of a location across our moderate risk area in the pink shade area. This includes Garden City, Liberal, and Wichita. We have a 30% damaging wind risk in the red, 15% chance in the yellow, 5% chance in the brown. And in this hatched area, from areas of eastern Colorado, northern Oklahoma, through much of Kansas, we have the potential to see 70 to 100 mile per hour wind gusts today with this potential derecho. So make sure you're on guard for widespread damaging winds in the pink and numerous damaging winds in the red shade area, especially this afternoon, evening, and overnight. And taking a look at our large hail threat, we have a 30% chance of quarter-sized hail or larger within 25 miles of a location across south central Kansas, far northern Oklahoma in the red, 15% chance in the yellow, 5% chance in the brown. And make sure you're parking your cars in the garage. If you live across southeastern Colorado, much of Kansas, northern Oklahoma, far northern areas of the Texas Panhandle, as you have the potential to see a golf ball, the tennis ball, the baseball, the softball size hail as the storms initiate this evening. And we're just going to take a look at the wording, the summary today. Severe thunderstorms producing numerous to widespread damaging winds, scattered large hail, isolated 2 inches or larger, and a few tornadoes are expected today across the parts of the central and southern plains and lower and mid-Missouri Valley. The greatest threat for destructive wind gusts of 70 to 100 miles per hour is forecast across portions of Kansas and northern Oklahoma. Looking at our storm timing with the 12Z run of the HRRR model, we're actually going to have multiple rounds of storms. One is moving through eastern northern Kansas this morning, bringing a lot of heavy rain and scattered damaging winds. But our primary round of storms will come in the evening. Actually, we're going to have multiple rounds across central and eastern Kansas as we go into 3 to 4 o'clock this afternoon. Multiple lines of storms producing widespread damaging winds and even large hail, moving across central and eastern Kansas, going into 3, 4, 5, and 6 o'clock. And then as we go into 7 o'clock, could be seeing storms producing widespread damaging winds moving through Kansas City, Wichita. Could be seeing very large hail and damaging winds in Wichita as well as we go into about 7 p.m. this evening. And then going into 8, 9, and 10 and 11 p.m., this is when we're really going to have our derecho threat across south and central Kansas as we see a large scale MCS develop in south central Kansas, producing widespread damaging winds and destructive hail as it develops around 9 to 10 p.m. this evening. And then going into 11, midnight, and 1 a.m., this will push into southwestern western Missouri, northern Oklahoma, producing widespread damaging winds of 70 to 100 miles per hour as it does so. Into 2, 3, and 4 a.m., this derecho could potentially move into northwestern Arkansas, eastern Oklahoma, south central Missouri, still producing 60 to 70 mile per hour wind gusts as late as 3 to 4 a.m. tonight, even into 5, 6, and 7 a.m. before our derecho eventually weakens and dissipates across eastern Oklahoma and south central Arkansas into tomorrow morning. So make sure you're preparing now for a derecho this evening and overnight if you live across areas of Kansas, Oklahoma, and eastern Colorado especially. Thanks for watching. Please stay safe and have a wonderful day, my friends.